It's fine. Just stop worrying about it. So I'm just like, wow. Wow. It's like,
Wow.
wow, I think I've done too many drugs.
Wow, it sounds like you upgraded in your microphone department.
I did. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, the new microphone has arrived. So I think the quality is going to be closer to Jacob's boomy voice.
It's just the mic is fairly sensitive. It's pretty good. I mean, you can definitely blow it out a little too much if you're screaming into it. But
yeah, which is why I worry about myself now, because I might blow us out. I might blow myself out.
Oh man, Ryan's over there fucking blowing himself out again. Wow.
Would you see that wave, that audio wave? It's way past its limits.
We're gonna have to clip that there. We're gonna have to clip the.
We're gonna have to use a compressor to fix that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put a limiter on that.
Let's get a limiter on this.
It's like we're going so behind the scenes, like.
Well, that's just like boring technical stuff that we kind of need to know about to be producers of a podcast and
That's
Let's
true.
Play channel.
That's true. You got to know a little bit about audio, a little bit about video, and have a lot of hopes and dreams.
And a lot of free time to do editing.
Yeah, that's true.
Many hours, in fact. But, it's a labor of love, Ryan, here at People Also Search For.
Yeah,
Wow, that was a really good intro,
Yeah,
Jacob.
it's like, wow, it's like that podcast where they find the answers to life greatest questions or something. It's like, yeah.
And use the power of the internet to do so.
Yeah.
And today, we're going to be talking about something I find to be very annoying.
But I think it's kind of cool, like... It's not like super...
I feel my blood starting to boil already, Ryan.
What do you mean? No. It's fun. It's like... I feel like you didn't even like it when you were a kid. They don't even know what we're talking about yet.
Talking about magic today.
Yeah, we're talking about magic.
Not The Gathering, though. I mean, we can get a taste of that later if we have some free time, which I fucking hope that we have some free time.
There's no way.
Because I don't know how much I'm...
We've already talked about cards on the podcast, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about magic.
But
man,
we didn't talk about...
I have a bad memory.
We didn't talk about magic. We were just talking about, like, where cards came from, but, like...
Yeah, playing cards loosely.
That's, like, only one side of magic. You got cards, you got coins, you got illusions, you got street.
Illusion.
You got Chris Angel.
Fucking Chris Angel.
Yeah, you got Chris Angel, man.
You get Burt Wonderstone and
David Blaine,
including Jim Carrey as his one of his award-winning roles, the Brain Rapist.
Oh man, that's probably his best role.
It's not Dr. Robotnik, Ryan.
Oh no, you're right. It is Dr. Robotnik. Never mind.
Man, that was a piece of shit movie.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, Jim Carrey
was way better than like Ace Ventura. Or like Yes Man.
Seeing Jim Carrey with that giant mustache was much better than seeing him with a pompadour sliding out of a fake rhinoceros asshole.
Oh man, and like that's like the scene everyone remembers. Like it's so you can't unsee it once you've seen an entire man come out of an asshole.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I like that movie a little bit.
I like that it's a practical effect. And it's just like you can tell that he's like opening like this silicone, like, and it's tearing and shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
good old Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
but
he made himself disappear inside a rhinoceros. But back in the day, and you got to start where the earliest magic I can think of would be like Houdini, right?
Houdini.
Harry Houdini. And
wait, you said that's
the earliest that I know of. I'm sure that magic was around way
I'm sure that
earlier than that.
I'm sure it's like ancient because
when did magic start?
Oh boy,
1993, but that's the card game. So well, we got that bonus info for you on Magic the Gathering. It's debuted in 1993. Wizards of the Coast, am I right? Yeah. All right.
Oh, boy.
Timeline of magic. Is this going to be all Magic the Gathering? Oh, performing magic. Okay, this is perfect. Dude, we got a timeline of magic.
2700 BC. It's
Whoa!
ancient, Ryan. Called it.
Okay.
COVID.
What, do you wanna, dude, you want to tell us what ancient magic was? Because I bet it's way different than what current magic is.
Well, according to Wikipedia, in 2700 BC, the reputed first known performance of a conjuring effect, and parenthetical, balls, by the magician Dendi in ancient Egypt.
Deddy?
Dendi.
Dende?
I thought it was Dendi, like the fucking old fucking rip-off NES console.
No, it's like D-E-D-I.
Yeah,
so
Deddy.
you got to respect him, Jacob. He's the first ever musician.
Musician.
Magician. He was,
Yeah,
he was the first ever magic / musician.
Yeah, Ryan, of course we all know you gotta respect the dead.
Yeah, you gotta respect the dead.
Respect the deady.
Oh, man, I'm about to red herring up in this, though. Listen, this was the third...
Are you saying you're about to gaslight the audience?
No. This is completely different. Because I just wanted to say, because speaking of, like, dead, and we can go back to whatever, but speaking of dead, the freaking Cardinal saga is continuing up in here.
Wait, a third time?
A third time. And
No way!
And this time, it was disgusting. And
oh my fucking god! So the second time it was
the birds are falling, man,
Oh,
and it's all around the
Jesus.
people also search for utility cave. It's like there's just cardinals falling left and right. But this was like the one that really tugged on your heartstrings. I mean, like you got to think like
tugged on your heartstrings.
It's like it really did because originally you had the one cardinal he didn't make it, and then the last week I found another one without a head. It's like the shit's going down, but this week,
oh man,
and this isn't even in the yard. I'm not mowing my lawn. I'm freaking getting up for work in the morning, walking outside. I stepped down right on the stair, like the steps to go down from the house. Fucking cardinal fetus being eaten by a bunch of ants.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Like hundreds of ants.
Oh my god!
And it was on my stairs. Like I don't know how it got there. There is literally and I'm sorry if we're turning off any listeners, but this is very important for me to talk about because it was devastating.
Man,
it above my stairs is like an awning, so you like I don't know how it got in there. It's like a mama cardinal came and like just dropped it off on the second stair and then just left it there, and all these ants just like started taking bits of it away, and I was just like, it was clearly like an unborn that got dropped off from somewhere.
oh jeez.
But I was just like, oh my god. And it was fucking, then it started raining like the same, like I was like, I can't do anything about this now. I gotta go to work. So I went to work and came back. It started raining. So then it was all wet and disgusting when I got home. And I was like, oh, I'm not taking care of this in the rain. So I waited, and then it rained for multiple days, and eventually just, it's not there anymore. I'm guessing it's just fucking disintegrated. Or got taken away by another animal. But
oh fuck, dude.
yeah, this saga, I hope it ends soon because summer is not for the birds. What?
Oh wow! What a real turn on an old idiom. Jeez, man, you really respected the unlived life of that poor animal.
I know, I'm sad. It was not a good start. That wasn't like you wake up and there's like fresh cooked eggs and bacon, man. You wake up, you're late for work, and you walk outside and it's like bird fetus. Like that's not what you want to see. You want that shit to disappear like magic, man.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hope for your sake and mine that stops, because like if you get to like a sixth dead cardinal on your property, well, on the area that you live around, your house, I'm gonna be afraid to keep coming over.
I don't know, man. Like nobody else seems to have this problem.
It's just a weird thing to reoccur, like to it sounds like it would be like a biblical plague or some shit, but it's
Yeah.
only happening to
A
you.
cardinal falls in your yard.
I mean, it's a curse, man. It's a
it is.
classic
It's
curse.
a curse. Cardinal curse. Double
I mean,
C.
maybe it's the I don't know. It could be the actual land where you
It
live.
could be.
Or it could be you, though. That would be the scary shit. If it was
I-
like no matter where you lived, like you could move across the
There's
country
just dead
and
birds.
dead cardinals specifically, because that's like weirdly like symbolic that it's like specifically just cardinals. Like,
Yeah, it's like they're not that common. It's like maybe they are around my house. Maybe there's cardinals living nearby, and that's why it's always cardinals. But at least it's not like crows, because that would be like you would know something is wrong.
pretty soon you're gonna turn into Jim Carrey from that movie, The Number 23 that we talked
Oh
about.
yeah,
Where you
yeah.
just like no matter where you go, you just keep seeing like
dead
cardinals,
cardinals. Oh man,
and you just like lose your mind.
oh my god, I've made a cardinal before.
You've made one?
Yeah, I made a steel cardinal once.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and ever since that day,
Was it painted red?
I think it was red.
Oh, okay.
It did have, it had red in it.
I mean, if it wasn't red, then it wouldn't really be a
oh
cardinal.
yeah, no,
right?
I know it was a cardinal, but I never connected the fact that I've created a cardinal in my art life, and now years later, the cardinals are coming back to me in a way that I don't appreciate. Maybe they didn't like the sculpt. Maybe the Cardinals were just like, we're just gonna throw all our dead in his yard. Maybe they'll fucking haunt him. It'll be a little zombie apocalypse of Cardinals. The fucking Cardinals are coming up from the underneath the grass and like going up to the door, and they're just like, and their brains are coming out. And I walk, and then I knock them all down with my door and go to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah, dude, I mean, what are zombie cardinals gonna do? I doubt they can even fly at that point. Like, they're not gonna be that coordinated. They're gonna be like rolling around the lawn and shit.
I thought you were gonna say they're gonna be rolling around the sky.
They're gonna be rolling. They're gonna be doing barrel rolls up in the sky.
Oh man. Barrel roll?
Again, R.I.P. barrel roll guy.
Oh fuck me. Well,
We're doing a barrel roll right back into our main topic right now, which
Nice segue.
I tried to segue into it before, but it didn't work. But
also
magic.
I got to double back real quick. And
Oh
just,
my
And just
God.
say that when you were like when you said the Cardinals, you're like maybe they just didn't like the sculpt. Like it was funny because like the look on your face and it, you almost like paused as like a dramatic like, and then it was just like. I don't know. The joke was lost on me, to be quite honest, but it was.
That's okay.
That made it funnier.
That's okay.
Maybe they didn't like the sculpt.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
silence.
just silent. Yeah. Well, thanks for
Highlighting.
the fact that my humor is fantastic. So
Although I did like the hypothetical bit that you followed up with.
Yeah.
Zombie cardinal apocalypse.
yeah. It's part of
just
it's
you.
part of the zombie saga or the cardinal saga.
Yeah. It's a good way to wrap up the saga, man.
Yeah, hopefully it's the end. But we're not ready to wrap up magic yet because
Because Daddy had done other effects, such as decapitating a bird.
oh, really? We did not know that was there.
Did not think that was
We-
going to be the next thing that was on the description.
We absolutely did not plan that. Like,
Oh, man.
why? Deddy had done other effects such as decapitating a bird.
Too much serendipity, Ryan. Why is this happening?
It was specifically a cardinal every time. No, that's
Yeah, and then it says he would then reattach the head to resurrect it.
oh
So,
man. I mean,
yeah.
that's classic.
That's the very first magic trick when Deddy pulled the head off of a cardinal and put it back on.
Yep.
This is disputed as there is nothing in reference to Deddy in the Westcar papyrus. We talked about papyrus before, Ryan.
Yeah, like
'Cause
the
they had
character on
cards.
Underworld.
Well, remember you were saying you were like, oh, they had paper back in like the ancient times. Like, yeah, papyrus.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
love
just see a spider? If there was a fucking cardinal behind me, I would have lost my shit.
No, it's okay.
I'd be like, well, I gotta go, Ryan. Sorry,
Bad.
we're gonna have to
Alright.
podcast from my house.
There's just
from
a
now on.
giant guy in a cardinal outfit that just turns his head around the corner behind us. He's just watching us record the podcast, and then when it's done, he like goes back into his hidey hole, just like Harry Houdini.
exactly like Harry Houdini.
Going back into his hidey hole.
But the West Carp Papyrus Rhine was to indicate that he performed the cups and balls. Wink.
Classic.
For anyone.
Man, so these tricks are still being done today, and these were like started in 2700 BC. That's crazy.
That's some old school magic. The famous drawing of two men seemingly performing the cups and balls from the tomb of Baqet III at Beni Hassan is believed by most experts to show a game using pots or cups, but details of the game are unknown. Such there is no indication that Dedi performed the cups and balls, and the Beni Hassan tomb painting is considered unlikely to represent the effect. There is no certain evidence for the existence of the cups and balls during that period. So it could be not real.
It could be not real, but the birds were real though.
The bird thing is
decapitating a bird and making it come back to life.
Yeah, that
real.
seems pretty specific.
Mm-hmm.
References from 1300 to 650 BC. References to magic are abundant in the ancient Greek myths among the classical founding pagan cultures of Europe, connected to the neighboring Egyptian and Persian ones, often centered around woven of divine origin.
Ooh.
Nymphs and priests from Ariadne to Calypso, Circe to Medea, Hermes to Hecate. Magic, divination, and necromancy are widespread and intertwined with chronic gods and monsters, oracles, and heroes.
Yeah. It's like magic at this time period with the Greek myths was probably like lightning. It was created by the hands of Zeus. Zeus is the ultimate magician.
Got it.
Yeah. Until us like real people started like using trickery and things to make it appear like we were doing magic, but it wasn't real.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess you could
spoiler alert. Magic is not real.
Well, it in itself being a thing makes it real, but
yes, but
the
show magic
illusions are, that's it's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
That's the definition of
it's
it.
Like I made you think that the coin was in my left hand, but it's actually in my right.
Could you say that like conning people, like doing what do you call that stuff, like fast hand, like
like with the walnut shells,
sleight of hand. That's what I'm
sleight of hand.
Like,
sleight of hand's
sleight of hand could be used to be a pickpocketer, but so I mean, is that magic? Like, no, I guess that's just crime.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not magic to rip people off when they can't guess what walnut shell the ball is under.
Yep, but in a sense of like illusion or making somebody think one thing, like seeing something that actually isn't happening, like sleight of hand is, you could say, is a magic term as well as something you can use for criminal purposes, but you just don't call sleight of hand in general like magic.
Yeah, that's true.
So
you call it sleight of hand mostly, but it's in the magic genre.
So basically, I mean, maybe this is kind of getting to why I don't like magic, because not only is it just fake, like the illusion is just, making you perceive one thing that it's not. And it's, in a way it's like sort of underhanded or manipulative.
It's like LSD. It makes you see things that aren't there.
But, it's just some, like, sleazy, like, seemingly charismatic person that's, like, doing a persona. I don't know. It's just, like, the whole thing
is... It's a show, yeah.
It's too showy and theatrical, and you know that I don't like musicals.
But I do. But I also sort of like magic sometimes. I've watched some Penn and Teller before.
I feel like there was some time, and, like, there was maybe a small window of a few years during like my adolescence when I thought magic was cool. I wouldn't even say adolescence. I would say just childhood. Like I think by the time I was a teenager, I was like, shit's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I know like a magic trick. Like I've learned magic tricks before, and I tried to do the weird coin stuff before, but I only know one trick. But
that's
it's
sleight of hand shit.
Yeah, it's sleight of hand, and it's super easy, and nobody knows how you do it most of the time. They always get confused. So
it is easy, but I don't know. It's I find it to be like contrived. So I'm like, it's like, ugh, fuck off. And especially like I'm seeing a magician like, you know, in the wild is like a nightmare to me. If I saw somebody like doing like a street performer doing magic, I'm fucking steering wide away from that fucking weirdo.
I want to go in there, dude. I'm all about street magicians. I want them to pick my card and stuff. I want to pick their card.
When I think of like mainstream magic or like street magic or like it just makes me think of a montage of a bunch of like simpleton people being like, oh my god, whoa, how did you do that? It's just like, oh god.
Most people I think at this point know that magic is not real.
Well, yeah, Ryan, I'm just saying I don't find it to be entertaining, so therefore I find it to be obnoxious.
Oh, okay.
I just can't get into it.
You got to admit that it takes some serious skill though, which I'm sure we'll see some of those skills at some point. Like
it's like anything, you know, like you could do it as a hobby and just learn how to do it just for fun, and it's probably fun for a lot of people to like do it, but it's not fun for me to view it. Like I'd rather be watching a picture of a jet plane doing aerial acrobats in the sky. Like I don't know. There's so many other.
I would probably rather watch magic than watch jet plane.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think that magic there's a lot more variation than with the jet plane.
All right, let's come up with some other comparisons, like so that people have a reference point.
Okay.
So like, would you rather watch magic than watch Courage the Cowardly Dog?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
In fact, it's really weird that you brought that up. I just watched an episode of Courage of the Cowardly Dog like last week.
Lots of serendipity going on in between Ryan and I.
This is very
for enough, you know.
We've been around each other too much. I haven't said anything about Courage of the Cowardly Dog in forever.
Yeah, and that's like
the one thing that came to your head.
Yeah, that's just a random thing because I needed something that was like you could potentially like it. But like it enough to be more entertaining than watching.
Yeah,
magic.
but we need watched like the first episode is Cat's Motel. That's what I watched.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and you don't realize how old it looks now.
It does, but still like
it looks cool. Like the style's cool, but like you can tell that it is.
It's like
aged.
CRT quality. And that actually adds to the creepiness, but because that is an actual like a genuinely creepy cartoon at times.
You gotta return the slab.
But we need
my curse.
We need we need another reference point to complete that triangle.
Okay.
So
would you rather reference point?
Would you rather watch, or no? Would you rather have to learn a cover of a song for the guitar and singing that you don't like at all? Like if somebody said, "I want you to play a cover of Bruce Springsteen."
Oh yeah.
Would you rather do that or watch magic?
That's actually kind of tough because like
yes, I'm dialing in.
That's really tough. Yeah, that's really tough because I like learning music even if I don't particularly.
I know.
So you're basically saying like it's a song that I particularly don't like. Like I actually don't like it.
Here's the way to sum it up, listeners. Ryan loves challenges.
I do, and that's why like I'm almost leaning towards learning the Bruce Springsteen because magic I would just be watching somebody do it.
Blinded by the light. I just learned that was originally a Bruce Springsteen song.
I probably would rather learn the Bruce Springsteen song than watch magic.
Yeah.
Because at least I don't know. At least I'm
it's easy,
actively doing something.
You know, like to tell my perspective, that's an easy decision because I'd rather do all those things than like easily, because Magic is way, way, way down on the list. Like it would be more of like a an annoyance for me to have to watch Magic. Like,
I think a weird one for me would be like, would you rather watch Magic or eat like a decent meal? Like not like I'm talking like go to a restaurant, but like a regular restaurant, like an Applebee's or like a Ruby Tuesdays.
Oh, spend money on a meal that's like middle of the road.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But it's still kind of expensive. But like, yeah, spend money on a meal like that, or sit home and watch Magic. I might choose to watch Magic depending on my mood.
Would you rather watch?
I do like Ruby Tuesdays. Though, dude. They got some pretty good ribs, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Those ribs are magic, though.
Baby back. Isn't that the?
Is the magical ribs of Ruby Tuesday better than watching home Magic at home on YouTube video?
Would you rather? Would you rather watch Magic on YouTube, or would you rather play a game of Magic that you knew 100% that you were gonna lose?
Like Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
Sorry. Oh, I'd probably rather watch Magic than that, because I don't want to just.
That's a weird one.
Why would I? I mean, I would play a game of. I would probably play a.
Well, let's say
a game of Magic, but if I didn't know the outcome, but if I knew I was gonna lose and like I already knew the end of the game.
Let's
like,
say you didn't know
playing.
You didn't know the outcome, but you knew it was somebody who's like one of the best Magic the Gathering players. So you're like, oh, I'm probably gonna fucking lose.
I would absolutely choose the Magic.
Watching the Magic?
No, like playing Magic the Gathering.
Nice.
Like, I would absolutely, because I love playing Magic
now
the Gathering.
we see where Ryan's priorities lie.
Yeah. I'm just saying I've sat down and watched some Magic before. Penn and Teller are pretty entertaining dudes. And I used to really like Chris Angel, but
Wait,
that was like
did?
when I was in high school. Yeah, when Chris Angel was popular, I like thought he was cool.
No! Oh my god!
What are you talking about,
Ryan, well, listeners, this is going to be the last episode of People Also Search For podcast.
See, I remember like
I can't be
specifically
friends with
looking
Ryan
up like
anymore.
how did Chris Angel do that levitation trick, because I knew it wasn't real, obviously, but I was like, how did he do that? How did he walk on water like Jesus? And it was like, I just wanted to know what the trick was.
I do remember when there was like a hype about that. And I do remember a couple times scattered throughout my life where there would be like a David Blaine like stunt that he would, like they would market the shit out of it. But
yeah.
I never was really interested. Like, did I watch some of them or part of it? It's like, yeah, but I was like, ugh, this. I don't know.
I mean, Chris Angel was just to walk like Jesus.
So did
all
you
he did? Yeah, I found out how he did it.
All right, how did you do? Oh, spoiler alert! If there's people out there that don't want the illusion shattered, skip ahead to approximately
like a few seconds.
1 minute from now.
Yeah,
starting now. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Chris Angel to walk on water, all he did was he had these like plexiglass like bridge blocks that he could walk across, but since they were underwater you couldn't see them, and they were just because you can't see like glass easily underwater.
Then they were just as tall as the water was high.
Yeah, but then, so when he was stepping on it, he would step and it would look like his foot was like stepping onto the water and splashing, but he was just stepping on a piece of glass.
That's why he did it so gingerly, because he couldn't splash onto it too much, or you would see the water scatter across the exposed surface of the plex.
But then the illusion was even greater because it looked like he really was concentrating, like he was concentrating the chakra into his feet, like how they like walk on water in Naruto.
Yeah, it just surprised me to learn that you did at one point respect Chris Angel.
I didn't say respect. I said was entertained by. Like I liked him. Like I was like, oh, this is cool.
All right, but you know that's. So it surprised me because of how you said Chris. Like you're the one that originally made the joke on their channel about like on this channel where you're like Chris Angel.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe you like you always like hated him, which. That's how I usually felt.
Now I'm like, wow, that was really kind of lame. But like at the time, I was like, I would watch this. Like it was entertaining enough.
And didn't we already establish at one point in a different, like an early podcast, that didn't you say he looks almost exactly like the singer from Hinder.
Yeah,
The Lips of an Angel
Winkler guy, the Andy Winkler or something.
Something like that.
I just remember his last name was Winkler. Yeah, that Lips of an Angel Hinder singer
man.
guy. That oh man,
That is like the worst look in my opinion. I
Yeah, it
don't know,
doesn't-
like that like kind of like slightly emo looking, like slightly scene kid looking.
but also kind
hair.
of like grungy, like
Yeah, like everything's
looking-
all their clothes and accessories are all dark, and they might wear like
they look tattered.
black fingernail polish or some shit. You know.
Yeah, that's one side of it. I mean, that's one side of Magic too, like with the Chris Angel style. Like, there's other people that are like that, but
Oh, you mean like those showy type of?
yeah. But then
It's
there's
funny-
like the classic guys where they're just like wearing a little like vest and a little suit.
Yeah, like a shimmery like sequin jacket or something.
Yeah,
I know David Copperfield, he was like somewhat flashy, but then you also had like David Blaine, who always looked like a poverty-stricken like New Yorker or like Los Angelino person, you know, like a metropolitan poor person. You know what I mean? Like somebody
Yeah.
that you would see that lives in like New York or LA, but you know they're like barely getting by. That's how he looks.
yeah, that
right?
is how he looks.
He just kind of looks like real disheveled all the time and like brooding. Like he always has like a real like
Yeah.
like, serious face.
I mean, they probably. I wonder how he's doing now. Probably not. I hope he's doing okay because
I mean, I don't really give a fuck how he's doing. Like he already had his moment in the spotlight.
that's true.
I mean,
he
he
chose
might-
to use it on that.
He might still be having smaller like moments in spotlights, but I don't know. I don't.
Hopefully, I don't think Hinder's still touring, but and I know Chris Angel's still around though. Chris Angel,
Really?
yeah, Chris Angel has like a show at like I think one of the hotels in Vegas. Probably Luxor was the one from Luxor, Las Vegas or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And he has like a permanent show there. Like that's his job. Is he just entertains
Oh,
guests
okay.
on the day to day.
I don't know if he still is, but you know who else had been doing that? Tom Green.
Tom Green? He
Yeah.
had his own Vegas show?
He had a running stand up. What do you call it? Where you like stay there, like
You live there, yeah.
live there and perform all the time.
like every night, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the word. There's a specific word for it. But,
Holy crap, that would be really hard to like think of. He probably does a lot of the same material, but like
it really makes me wonder about like, because I didn't really know he did stand up. Like, I don't know if he did that his whole life, but it makes me wonder what his stand up is like, because he does like non sequitur jokes and like absurdist humor. At least he did back in the day. Like, it makes me wonder, like, what does he talk about? Does he talk about like hating Trump? Like I can't imagine him doing anything political. Like, I wonder if he still does just like
he brings a
goofy-
cow on stage and sucks from its udder live.
I could imagine that he would definitely do a lot of crowd work because he likes
Yeah,
fucking
definitely.
with people. So maybe
It's
that's
probably a really trolly show.
maybe he just does crowd work every day. Which, man,
That would be taxing, man.
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be really hard.
having to talk to people like multiple times a week, like all
well,
night.
like get to know people a little bit so that you have like something to go on, and
Yeah.
like having probably people pissed off at you all the time too.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. That's weird because I had never even thought about like checking it out, but I think I am going to now.
Yeah,
After
look
the
into it.
podcast.
Look into it. You could bring it in on a Jacob's search of the week or something.
Or like a review segment.
I searched for Tom Green again this week. Let's talk about Tom Green.
We definitely seem to have been starting up like a regular review segment because we've reviewed different like products on the show, like
Yeah.
typically at the beginning. Like,
We might do more of that. We might bring that into the live action scene at some
we
point.
will. We're gonna get into the live action video if you want to see how ugly and fat we are.
Yeah, you can go to youtube.com and search for people also search for and
At some point.
yeah, soon.
It's in
coming soon.
it's in the
You can go there
pipeline.
now and watch Let's Plays and listen to the podcast.
it's in the pipeline. You know, like
See
as
what
far,
we're searching for live.
Yeah, we'll search for fun things and yep.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. So I was gonna ask, like, I guess Penn and I've seen Penn and Teller. Like that Penn
Penn Jillette's
Penn Jillette became a real like douche. Like,
Yeah.
the more
I think
successful
he was always like that though. You could see it like even in the old Penn and Teller. Like,
yeah, that's true.
that's kind of his thing. And part of me thinks it's like partially fake. Like he's not actually an asshole. Like it's almost like an act.
Oh man.
It's hard to tell with that guy. He's a really good showman though.
See, I mean, there's a running theme that whenever we talk about any magicians that I've remembered from my lifetime, it's like every one of them just makes me go, oh, fuck, like, oh, God, you know?
Yeah.
None of them, I don't have a positive remembrance of any of those performers.
We're still talking about
Sorry, magicians.
Magic that's even before
Taking shots.
your lifetime, dude. Like,
So?
what we've talked about so far, it's like most of it's before. We didn't even get into modern magic
Oh,
yet.
you mean through the years? Like,
No, well, that and like on
We
the
on-
show so far.
we only talked
we
about...
only made it up to like 1300 BC.
Well, yeah, but are we really going to cover the entire, like, timeline of magic from 2700 BC to now?
No, but in 1874, Harry Houdini was born.
In what year?
1874.
All right. So, yeah, you can give us some tidbits real quick through this insane list of trivial knowledge.
Let's look for the names that we know best. Because
Go
Harry
for it.
Houdini, obviously important, but we also got like David Copperfield, who was born September 16th
Yeah.
1956.
I mean, I also saw Houdini first performs Moritz Vanishing Elephant at Hippodrome on January 7th. That was in 1918. So,
Whoa.
I mean...
I even know about that. Like the vanishing
The
elephant? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard about that for sure, but 1918. So, yeah, I mean, let's pick out some other juicy nuggets for the listeners.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I mean, one thing that's like modern, and I did kind of want to talk about this because I remember seeing. Did you ever see this guy, the Masked Magician?
Yeah.
1997, the Masked Magician,
Maybe.
Valentino.
If I see a
Provokes much
picture of him, I might be
controversy.
able to...
He was the guy that exposed magic secrets on Fox.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
He was like the
he
masked magician, and he was like, it's the magician that all the other magicians hate because he reveals their hidden secrets about how they complete their magic tricks.
Isn't that the one where they like he would like tell the viewer to like pick different like numbers or cards like that were shown on the TV?
Yeah.
And then he like reveals what numbers you picked, and it actually was the numbers you picked.
Yeah, I think that was part of it too.
I do remember that from my childhood.
He looked like a luchador.
See, yeah, like I don't remember what he looks like, but
He was pretty like normal sized dude, but he wore like a weird like luchador mask.
really?
Yeah.
See, I was imagining like a Zorro mask.
Oh. Maybe it's not a luchador mask. In fact, maybe it's not a mask at
Oh,
all. In
yeah.
fact, maybe it's
Okay.
face paint. It's a mask. It's definitely
It
a
is
mask.
a mask, yeah.
Yeah.
It has like stripes on it.
I don't know why I was thinking luchador. This looks
Yeah, that
more
was
like
nothing like. It looks more like
almost.
It looks like one of the like Slipknot members' masks, like
Yeah.
something in that vein. If you're not watching the screen,
Yeah.
if you're not watching the screen on YouTube, where you can make sure you subscribe, hit that fucking
Yeah,
bell.
you can see what the masked magician
slap
looks
that
like
like
without
button.
his mask on YouTube. It looks just like this. But you can't see that.
I would say the best like analogy I can think of is kind of like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
A little bit. Like maybe
More
like
like Spanish.
more like of a Spanish type of Robert Downey.
Yeah.
He's definitely
He's a handsome boy.
He's a suave man.
Got the cat. People are cat calling him. So suave.
Suave. Suave.
Okay.
That's a reference to Freddy Got Fingered. Speaking of Tom Grant, remember
Oh my god.
remember when he when did he didn't say suave, it was a different word, but now it made me forget. Since I said suave, I don't remember what it was.
I have no idea.
Oh, proud.
Proud.
When he was leaving, he's like,
Yes.
I'm going to make you so proud. Proud. And like his dad's like, proud.
Yeah.
Oh man, still defending that movie. Sorry if you don't
fine.
like it. Fucking hit us up in the comments on YouTube.com.
Oh, how many times can we talk about the YouTube channel within a small period
Oh
of time?
Ryan, we hardly ever plug it. So
That's true. We usually don't talk about it.
nah, we just forget because we're a little bit stupid.
Yeah. And just to get back to it,
Yes, Ryan, go for it.
I was thinking like I wanted to mostly do what the Masked Magician did here during this podcast. I wanted to look how magic illusions are done.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. I don't care. I don't like magic, so I don't care if the illusion is broken. So anyone who doesn't want to know how magic tricks are performed, see you next time.
How stage magic is done. All right.
That's a pretty broad question, like because there's like hundreds of tricks that.
That's true. Oh, wait. Here we go. On swoopwhoop.com.
Scoop
10
whoop.
10 magic tricks revealed. Oh, this is what we were talking about. The number one
Levitation,
fucking
the-
Levitation by Chris Angel.
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 Yeah, you're not even allowed to say his name in a normal voice, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
From now on, if you, anyone out there, if you ever reference Chris Angel, I'm sorry, if you ever reference Angel, you have to
you
say
just
it
have
like
to say
that.
Chris Angel.
Yeah, or some like similar variation.
Yeah. What? You make up your own and leave them in the comments below.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so you might remember Chris Angel creating quite a sensation with his levitation tricks.
Overstatement.
He was a
Sensation.
master magician who levitated just a few feet away from the audience, leaving the onlookers clueless as to how he did it.
There was a helicopter in the sky holding him up.
We're about to find out on the explanation. Well, like every other magic trick, Angel used deception. Oh my God, what?
No way.
Angel removed 1 foot from the shell of his shoe, stepped upward with the now concealed leg. Meanwhile, his pant leg and shoe remained behind, slowly rising as he hoists himself up, giving the impression that both his feet are in the air. So, like, he fucking has his shoe sewn to his pants. And he has he's wearing like probably like those snap pants, even though that's not what they are. He probably has a slit up the front. And he opens it and sticks his leg out and steps up on something, steps up. His fucking shoe floats because it's sewn to his pants. Then he steps back down. Nobody ever sees it. It's dumb.
That reminds me of those like human sculptures you'll see where they're like physics defying.
Yeah.
It's like a performance art type of thing where they'll be like, it'll look like they're reclining in a chair or something, and there's seemingly nothing holding them up whatsoever. And you're like, you can't just hold your body weight up when all your weight is on one foot, like with all, it's like off center.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that magic?
I think it's some kind of I think any illusion is magic. Man, this is the most serendip episode ever. Fucking the second thing on this list is walking on water.
Yeah.
This again was made popular by Chris Angel.
Well, that's not that serendipitous because we're talking about magic and you wanted to learn about magic, but you already talked about how he did that.
But the 2 tricks I already mentioned are the first 2 tricks on the list.
It'd be pretty funny to like just make your own like plexiglass box and go to a random like pond or lake and just put it in there and just be like looking at your phone.
God's son. Hello, all of you people feeding the ducks.
It'd be just like,
come to me, for I have a message. I have brought you these new commandments. Jesus says.
I would just imagine
you need
like,
to go watch more Chris Angel.
Because that would probably like freak people out if they just walking by like a pond and they just like out of the corner of that like wait what the fuck, that guy's standing on fucking water.
I'd be like,
nobody would expect it if you're just like in fucking Gary, Indiana, and you did like.
I feel like if you did that in the wrong state, people would just like be walking by like, look at this jackass over here, like.
If you did it in New York City or Chicago or Los Angeles, it'd be like, look at that guy.
And then there would be a bunch of tourists that are like, oh my God, is that Chris Angel?
It's an imposter.
This guy's an imposter.
Yeah, that guy. There's an image on this website here of a person that's not
That looks
doing
like
it.
Adam Sandler.
Kind of. He looks kind of like a stretched out Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make a plexiglass box that's weighted at the bottom and just fucking throw it into a lake and like have a boat, like somebody drop me off from a boat and just stand there for a while.
Yep.
And maybe I'll do like the Dom Jolly bit from I can't remember the name of his show. But it's that British guy. He would be walking around in a huge city, and he would have that giant like replica like Nokia phone, that brick phone, and be like, and then he would answer, and he'd be like, "Hello, what? I can't hear you. I'm in fucking Moscow." Like, I would want to do a bit like that if I was standing on the like plexiglass cube.
Yeah,
because like then not only like it doesn't look as contrived if you're trying to do like a comedy
it's almost like
bit.
ironic.
Yeah, it's like you're doing like a funny like comedy bit on top of the fact that you're randomly standing in the middle of a lake.
Yeah,
or a pond.
I feel like that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean it would be a pretty funny bit, like just for your YouTube
For your
channel
TikTok.
or whatever. Your TikTok, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, any
nowadays,
TikTokers out there listening, go do that.
Fucking TikTok.
We were correct that it is plexiglass pillars that he's standing on. That's what it says. So,
All right.
uh,
Got it.
Number 3, card through the window.
How many of you remember David Blaine?
Oh, all of us.
That's how I think of his voice, because he always like was brooding, like pushing a playing card that is, through a window. I always wondered how he did it till I read it. Man, whoever wrote this, get it together. Till I read, like, use the word until, you fucking savage. Till I read an article.
It's scoopwhoop.com.
Scoop
You got to
whoop.
give him a little bit of
I'll give him a little
leeway.
I'll give him a little bit of credit just for being called Scoop Whoop, just because I like the name.
Yeah, you got to scoop the whoop.
I always wondered how he did it till I read an article that explained his modus operandi. So, okay, they're going to write the word till
And then end up
in
with
the wrong
modus operandi.
Yeah, like, come on. That's unjustifiable, Ryan. I mean, Jesus. Like, maybe I'll try to get a job writing for Scoop Whoop just because I know what their standards are. It's like, oh, that'd be pretty, like, an easy way to make money.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Explanation. Such a trick requires the participation of another person with an identical deck of cards on the other end of the window.
Oh, man. That sucks.
As part of the act, the volunteer shows the card to everyone but the magician, excluding the magician. In the act, the partner on the other side of the glass gets to see it too. Okay, the other person on the other side of the glass gets to see it. Who slaps the card against the glass, making it seem like impromptu street magic. What?
So,
It's
no.
fucking stupid.
I know, yeah. Basically just the magician shows them a card, and then they also let somebody behind a glass window see it, like, out of the corner of their eye. And then that person just takes that card from a deck of cards, sticks it on the window, and then like while the magician's distracting the people, and then he throws the cards at the window, and the card's already stuck to it on the other side of the window, and they're like, "It's magic."
It's Demon Lane.
That was from like Cat Dog or something. There was like a guy that was always like, "It's magic."
Oh, was he like a really tiny? Was it the really tiny guy that was like blue?
I don't know. I could go for one more red herring, and no, that was like Winslow the mouse, dude.
Winslow.
Oh
yeah,
Cat
Winslow.
Dog.
It wasn't
It's
Winslow. That's
magic guy.
I was never a fan of Cat Dog. I
No?
did watch it a few times, just being a bored child. But not into it.
The SEO has been destroyed by cats and dogs. Oh, I should probably make Cat Dog one word.
I got another hypothetical situation for you here, Ryan.
Yeah. All right. Oh, involving magic.
No.
Oh, it was that guy. That little green guy.
That little green. I knew he was little.
Oh, the Amazing Ray. The Amazing Ray. Oh no. Wait,
That's
that's not that guy.
I don't think so. That's a magician from Cat Dog.
Yeah, I was thinking of the other guy, but yeah, I guess there's a magician in Cat Dog named the Amazing Ray. If that's interests anyone.
So what I was gonna ask, Ryan, is how much money would it take for you to get a cat dog tattoo on your exposed part of your arm?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think just like a typical, like normal,
Just like literally just the plain character design, like nothing around it, nothing to obscure it whatsoever.
I don't know if I could do Cat Dog though, man. It's like the
No, I said
colors
how
aren't
much.
even
I
good.
said how much money would it take?
Well, that's what I mean. Is that,
I'll
like,
start at $20,000.
I feel like I'd be like up way higher than that.
Oh, really?
Where I'd be like, like 500,000 or like
Holy
$1 million. Like give me $1 million, then I can do anything I want, and I'll just have to deal with this cat dog tattoo for my whole life.
Fuck yeah, I'm thinking about it too now. I'm like,
That's an ugly. Like I don't think that's a cool character to have. Like I mean, like certain characters would be kind of cool. Like that one Hank Hill tattoo that I said I saw one time on someone's ankle.
oh wait, I asked you another hypothetical before. I don't think it was on the show though. I asked how much it would take for you to get a tattoo of Bobby Hill as Butterfree from that, from that video, that guy's video.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we're talking about the Pokemon King of the Hill crossover video
Poke
where Bobby
King
is,
of the Mon Hill.
Yeah, Bobby's like a Butterfree.
Yeah, I asked Ryan how much it would take for him to get a huge tattoo of that. I don't remember what you said, though.
I feel like I'd be more likely to do that than Cat Dog.
Well, at least the Bobby Hill thing, it's like kind of
funny.
It's like a deeper reference. The reason I picked Cat Dog is because like I don't like Cat Dog, and I think it's like kind of a stupid like character concept.
I just don't want that to be a conversation starter because like
you're
you're gonna have the
long
person
sleeves every day of your life.
Yeah, there's gonna be a person like at a bar or something, and they're like, "Hey, like, what's the deal with that Cat Dog tattoo?"
Yeah,
or they'll be like, "I love Cat Dog," and it's like, I don't know anything about Cat Dog.
Or like if you met some woman, if you like met a woman that you like fell in love with. While you were wearing long sleeves, and then after like 3 or 4 dates into the relationship, she like sees the tattoo on your arm. She's like,
I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah,
and you'd be like, but I'm rich. Come on.
I have $1 million. I can buy you anything you want.
Man.
She's like, I just can't deal with that Cat Dog tattoo.
I would definitely do it for less than $1 million, but it would be.
I think.
And also think about the fact that if you were that rich, then you can get it laser removed.
Yeah, but
then
that's not the deal though. You got it for the money, so you can't just get it removed. Like, if that was the case, of course I would do it for less money. But
yeah, but then your arm would be like horribly disfigured. Like
you could get a different tattoo. You could get a cover-up tattoo. Get something
true.
cool like an anime girl or something.
I don't know how you would work Cat Dog into that, but I've watched those like
it's just a cat dog, but it's an anime girl head on the one side with cat ears, and like an anime girl on the other side with like dog ears.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. But
now that's a tattoo I can get behind, especially as a tramp stamp.
Did you ever see there was like a show like Worst Tattoos or something, but it would also show them getting a cover-up tattoo, and sometimes like the tattoo artist like works fucking miracles with that shit. I'm like, damn, that takes an artist, you know.
It really does. Man, it takes an artist to do like these magic tricks too. I need to bring it back.
A performing artist, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, here's a Penn and Teller one right here. We skipped down a couple because some of them are like pretty uninteresting. But woman cut in half with a saw. The most common trick there is in the book. You know, everybody's seen this. A woman is placed inside a box with only her legs, heads popping out of either end, and a chainsaw cuts through the box, cutting the woman in half with her legs and head still moving. So, ever wonder how they do it?
Nope.
Well, actually, I'm about to tell you.
Actually, I did know how they did it, though. I don't know where I saw it, but I've seen it revealed.
Yeah. Explanation. It's all about the right stage setup and tall volunteer. What? Oh, there's a video. But it's pretty much like there's one person in a box, and then like there's another person like in the other box, and so the legs are moving. But then when they open it up, the one's hidden inside of the box, and one gets out, type thing.
They're already in there.
Yeah. Either that or they use some kind of like weird prosthetics that move. I know people have done that before too.
Yeah.
It's like a trick table. Like there's trap doors, people hide in the trap doors and then they come out. That's a lot of like those classic tricks, especially like the Penn and Teller ones.
Yeah.
They did like that. They were just like big stage performers. Like,
well, we can probably still blast through the last 7 through 10. 7 is coffee turned into money. This was one of David Blaine's, or I'm sorry, this was one of David Blaine's most famous magic tricks, in which he turned a homeless man's cup of coffee into a cup of coins.
oh my god! He was like, "Wow, I can buy so much heroin with this."
Explanation: concealed inside the coffee cup is another small cup with a sponge at the bottom of it. Yep. There it is.
Wow. So it just soaks up the coffee, and then the coins come up. Oh boy, that's
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Real cool.
Wow. Well, number 8, the zigzag girl. Ooh. Okay. Cool. This is kind of like the legs in the
this is like
hat.
the same exact thing.
Yeah. In this trick, a woman steps into a cabinet, and then the midsection of the cabinet is pushed out of alignment. And okay. This I feel like would be even easier, but the explanation is, unlike many illusions, this magic trick doesn't require secret compartments or trapdoors. Oh, okay. In this, the woman simply steps out of the vertical box, turns sideways, flattens her body against the left-hand wall of the box, and then extends one hand behind her to wave through the hole in the displaced section of the box. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Literally, like, this trick is a woman turned sideways with like just compressed in a box. It's
more of like an optical illusion.
Yeah. I bet it looks great on stage though. Freaking magic. Really, really cool stuff.
This list definitely isn't like making me get into it. Like it's not like redeeming itself for me at all.
Yeah. What about number 9, Jacob? The vanishing coin trick. Maybe that one will get you.
Yeah, the vanishing coin trick. This is one of the most common tricks you see in shows and even on the streets. The magician takes a coin in his fist and closes it. He then opens the palm, and the coin is gone.
You might see your grandparents performing this with the back of your ear.
Oh man. Okay. The magician explanation. The magician applies chapstick glue to chapstick glue. Ryan, whoever wrote this is fucking stupid. Chapstick glue. That's called a glue stick.
Glue stick.
What the fuck? What did it? Oh my god! It's a lipstick glue.
Wait, wait a second. Do they call? I just want to know. Is like chapstick glue a saying somewhere where like they actually call it like that, like in fucking like Milwaukee or something?
I don't know.
Chapstick glue. Who calls it chapstick glue?
It's not called that in any of these shopping results.
So that's literally
go back to the last page and go on shopping. Because if it's an actual product, we'll see it there.
No. You just got Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Lip Moisturizer Swivel Stick with vitamin E. Not even close to the same thing.
So, yeah. This person is protesting too much.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you put a glue stick to the back of your hand, move the coin to the back of your hand.
So you glue the coin to your hand, and then you like flip it around and sleight of hand. Oh god.
Oh great.
Wow, that sure is magic. Just like number 10.
Oh man, that might be the name. Oh no, I don't know.
That sure is magic.
Yeah, that's
walking-
too on the nose. Like, we
know.
don't want to.
I kind of like it.
We don't want the title to tell people what the fucking episode is
Dude,
about.
it's kind of funny because we're talking about the title like right at the end of the episode, so they'll be like, "Wow, that's how they think of the title."
No, that's not going to be the title.
Oh, dang it!
I'm sorry,
I
Ryan.
really want it, but okay. 10. Walking through a glass without breaking it. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is a famous one again that is done by Chris Angel, but
Yes.
is mystifying feats of walking through a glass without breaking it. All right, we're talking like a glass window type thing.
Yeah, like a pane of glass,
Yeah.
a large one.
With two beautiful, broad women holding up.
Broad women, what the fuck?
I meant like they're wearing bras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Brassiere.
not like brassiere, not broad.
I thought you meant like
they're
wide. I'm like,
wide-shouldered
I
women
don't know, they
with a
look
couple of
normal.
wide-shouldered women holding up a pane of glass for Chris Angel to walk through. But how did Chris Angel do it? Well, Angel's assistants are involved in the trick. His spectators are just actors who have been paid by him. In reality,
Nice.
the window is just a custom built into the frame. The window is tall and has small openings cut out of the bottom through which he emerges. Oh, Jesus.
I think you mean
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man.
So he's just like stepping through two panes of glass and at an angle, and the people that are holding up are in on it.
So I have one on the list, like one of the only specific magic tricks I can actually think of.
Yeah.
And that is the one I mentioned earlier. How did the masked magician guess the cards in the TV?
Oh, okay. That's a good way to check it out. Maybe I should just look
Go
up.
on how do mentalists predict numbers. That might be kind of what I'm wondering.
It's a tool that comes with a ring that's made in the color of your skin and has lead on its tip. They have regular pencils and they make it... What is this? They have...
It's the explanation.
I guess they have regular pencils that they'll make it a point to show you, and when you're writing your number, all they do is pretend to write their guess, but they write it later by using Swami gimmick lead or pencil. So they just write down the number like while they're fussing with their hands while they're talking to you after they already know your number.
Oh man.
All right. They're not guessing a goddamn.
It is funny, like how like lame it kind of sounds when you hear the way that you do magic tricks. It's just like none of it's very.
It's like
exciting.
a very skillful version of doing something that's.
It's
just
manipulating
dumb. Yeah, it's
people.
just
Like I
literally
was saying
manipulating
before,
people.
they're basically criminals, Ryan. That's what fucking magicians. They're
Yes.
conning you out of your money. They're conning you out of your attention.
Man, I want to know how this TV thing worked. Fuck.
What's the third video result? I will guess your card in this crazy mind trick.
Ooh, maybe this is maybe this will get us something. Whoa! In this video, I will guess your card using the power of the mind. I know how they. Okay, I'm gonna confirm if the way I think they did it is how they did it. Okay, so
It was about to show it too, but just so you know, it was
at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think after the or maybe not. Oh, there's only 4 seconds. Never mind.
Okay, I think I know how they did it, and I thought about this immediately. Okay, these are the cards, the second set of cards.
Ryan's pulling out his phone.
I'm gonna take a picture. Yep.
For reference.
I need a reference
From when he goes back to the beginning of the video to the original 6 cards.
Yeah, I'm guessing that none of the cards in that second set are in this first set. I picked the Jack of Diamonds,
All right.
and yeah, that's why. Yep,
They're
that's-
all different
They're all
cards.
different cards, but okay, so that's probably how they did it on the TV too.
Well, yeah. I mean, you just don't you wouldn't think about I
Yeah.
don't know.
So
I mean, I guess you thought about it from the beginning. But
I
didn't-
immediately realized that's how they did it.
I didn't participate. I just wanted
Yeah.
to see. I wanted them to show how,
Yeah.
but they didn't. And
So
then
Jacob
Ryan-
and I experienced the video card magic, and I figured out how it was done by taking some pictures. And
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to do this easily back when this would have aired,
No,
like
no,
on
that
a
was
regular TV.
Well, what did it say? 97.
Yeah.
I think I was 8 years old. So
Yeah. So
Of course, it's stunning to an 8-year-old.
Yeah, they show you 6 cards, and they're all like kings, queens, and jacks, and then they're all like different suits, and then they show you at the end, like 5 cards, like they had taken one away, but they're all kings, queens, and jacks, but they're all different kings, queens, and jacks. They're just not the same suits.
Yeah.
So it looks like they took yours away, but in reality, they took all of them away.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Well, that
Frickin'
was
magic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
Scam.
It's simple. they're fucking conning you out of your money.
This podcast has ruined me. I thought it was cool. It's not cool at all.
A little while ago, I actually did think of something that I do like that is thematically magic related.
Oh, well, lay it on us. We need to end on a positive note.
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna ask you. Have you ever seen the movie The Prestige?
I think so. Yeah.
Christian Bale and the guy that plays Wolverine. What's that guy?
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. They're both magicians, and they have like a long like garnered hostile like arch enemy type of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely some real like twists and turns in there, and I don't know. I always thought it was a pretty cool movie because it's like a psychological thriller, and it's one of those movies where like it's a mind fuck because you keep thinking like, oh, okay, now I get it, and it's like, nope, you still don't. And even by the end of the movie, you're like, damn. Like usually there's so many like 180s in that movie, you know. I wonder how it's scored on the old internet.
We could look that up.
So you definitely have seen it?
Yeah.
I would say it's up there in my movies. Like I've definitely
definitely not as good
I've
as
watched
Burt
it.
Wonderstone though.
I've watched it twice, and I may watch it again at some point.
It was from 2006. 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb, 75% Rotten Tomatoes, 66% Metacritic. So it's like general. It's kind of like average.
Yeah, and then Google users 90% like the movie.
That's kind of. I don't remember like particularly loving it, but I definitely remember being like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like,
I like the fact.
I would agree with this.
I like the fact that they like set it. They like set it in a historical period because Nikola Tesla, the inventor, is in the movie. Like not the real guy, of course, but
yeah, they actually got him.
He's
they
a character
raised him from the dead, like the Cardinals, and put him in the Prestige.
He's like you know, it's a character that's Nikola Tesla.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who plays Nikola Tesla, but
I don't know.
'Cause I think it's somebody like that I didn't expect.
But I do love alternating current, so thank you.
Christopher Nolan directed it. I didn't know that. He's the guy that did Inception and the Dark Knight movies.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Inception leaves a bad memory in my. Well, not a bad memory, but I saw it in the rain at a drive-in while I was sitting in a lawn chair.
Like you got rained on?
I sat in the rain for like an hour and a half watching that, like outside in a lawn chair. And then like we were there for 2 movies, and we all got in the car for the next one, and we were all freezing cold.
Yeah,
and we were like,
I
turn
bet.
the heat up, and then like we couldn't even like really see it because we were all like jammed in this car, just fucking soaking wet for 2 hours.
Who is Tesla? People also ask coming in, who is Tesla in the Prestige? David Bowie. Yeah.
Oh.
When I remember it was somebody that was like, whoa, that's fucking cool.
Wow. It really does have a star cast. Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, and then David Bowie.
Yeah, and Scarlett Johansson and Michael Caine.
ScarJo.
Michael Caine. Andy Serkis, Piper
Parabo, and Rebecca Hall.
Rebecca Hall?
Yep. Alfred Borden. That's Christian Bale.
Man, I'm gonna. I don't know. I want to put Nikola Tesla Bowie like as my like phone wallpaper.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He looks cool in the movie, and I forgot who it was. That's David Bowie. Man.
Yeah. So
I mean, if you have no reason to watch The Prestige, at least watch it because David Bowie plays goddamn Nikola Tesla like a boss.
Nikola Tesla Bowie. I just want to check this out before we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Everybody at home,
And
just go and check out David Bowie.
And now that I think about it, in The Prestige, he actually goes, Sarah.
Yes, that's just good right there.
Dance, Sarah, dance.
Dance, Sarah, dance, magic dance.
Yeah, look, you
Oh.
can barely tell it's him because he has a dashing mustache, and man, he's fucking. Oh man, I miss David Bowie. Fucking
Dance,
sucks.
magic dance, baby, dance, magic dance.
That's funny
This
that he
is
was in a
great.
movie about magic.
Yeah, and he sang a song called "Dance, Magic Dance."
it really-
And he had a gigantic bulging crotch.
Yeah, man, things really do come full circle here on People Also Search For.
They
so.
do. We've really answered some questions today.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you, if you have a theme or a topic suggestion for us, go to
Or even something that we could search for real quick, and we'll just throw it in there.
just
It's
go,
like-
leave us a comment on YouTube. Subscribe and like, just to do that stuff. And if you use like a podcast platform,
just tell your friends.
Tell your friends, please do.
Yeah.
And we'll see everyone next Tuesday on.
Dance, magic dance, magic dance.
Nice outro.